And over here we have something that's pretty unique, which I haven't seen before, and I'm pretty sure that many of you have seen that before, and that is called Now it's time for a break. Join me out here, as I'm right now is working from this location inside Copenhagen, which is the local DJI store. And there is a lot of stuff in this store that I can play around with. Let me just show you some of the stuff that they have. So, look at this. This is sort of a selection of gimbals. There's the whole Ronin series up there. And down here on this, the lower shelf, you would find the Osmo Pocket 3. And if I try to turn that one on, you can see that it switches on and it's actually powered. So let's just see if we can make it record. So, there's me. You know what? Let's switch to that one and do the rest of this tour using the Pocket 3. So maybe you get a chance to see what that is capable as well. Right now we are recording on the Osmo Pocket 3, and this is the audio that is capable of being recorded with this device. This is the audio that is capable of being recorded with this device. But that's not all, because if I put it over here, at this location, you're probably not going to hear me very well. But for that, DJI has provided this new wireless transmitter that I can use. So if I try to sort of hook that up to the Pocket 3, we should be able to get wireless audio even in distances far away from the Pocket unit itself. So if I start by powering this up, this is the second generation of the DJI Mic. It's the Mic 2 transmitter. You can see that it's transparent here on the front side. I don't know if you can see that. So now I will try to power up this transmitter, and then we should be able to see that it connects. Yes, it's connected now. And one of the things that really distinguishes this Pocket 3 is this new, really bright screen that is in front of the unit that makes it a lot easier to see what's going on. So let's just try this out before we complete or continue the tour. So I can make this unit track me. And if I take the microphone, I can put that somewhere on my clothing. There's this clip. Normally there's a magnet on the backside that will allow me to make it go flush here on my shirt. That's not the case right now. So I'll just clip it on like this. So now we have enabled the tracking. We have the wireless microphone enabled. We are recording 4K 25 FPS. I can't really remember if I already said that. We're using the standard color profile. So I can adjust the gimbal a little bit. There's this little jog wheel here on the front side here that will allow me to do either the position of the camera, or I can also, if I press here on the side of the screen, I can actually enable, see, I can enable zoom. So I basically have up to 2 times zoom in the 4K resolution. Let me just put it a little bit more here towards the center. So just to demonstrate the wireless microphone capabilities, let's enable the tracking here. Ask it to track me. So now I'm tracked. So I can go, now I can walk over here. I can go back again. And hopefully the Pocket 3 will keep tracking me. Yeah? So. That seems to be working very well. Let me just show you the rest of the selection. So I can press 3 times here on this button. 1, 2, 3. Then it will turn on to the other side. So I can show you all the cameras that are here. This is the Action 4. Let's just enable the zooming. So the Action 4. We have the Action 3. We have the Action 2 with this cube design. And the original DJI Mic kit. So let's just move around the store here. See, there's so much great gear in here. This is a Matrice 30T, which is equipped with a speaker and lighting, and there's also a thermal camera on this one. This is the Enterprise series from DJI. Here is the Mavic 3 thermal. And if you move down here, there's something called the Mavic 3 Multispectral, which I'm not really sure what it does. So let's just zoom in here. The camera looks pretty special on this one. So if we move over here, there's definitely something that's out of my price range. That's an Inspire 3. Look at that. That is one amazing machine. If the weather was a little bit better, I'm pretty sure that I could convince the guys in here that I could go out and fly it. And here are the larger prosumer drones, the Mavic 3 Classic, which I have myself. There's the Air 3, which is currently my favorite drone because that offers the greatest degree of flexibility. There's also the Mavic 3 Pro, which is very, very high on my wish list because it has these 3 cameras. A wide angle, it has a medium telephoto, and it has like super telephoto lens that will allow to do a lot of magnification. They have the full lineup of the minis, in case that you're interested in dropping by and testing out the gear by yourself. You're not allowed to fly it in here, that's for sure, but at least you get your hands on it so you can see what it is that you're buying. And over here we have something that's pretty unique, which I haven't seen before, and I'm pretty sure that many of you have seen that before. And that is called the dock, the DJI dock. And that basically, I will just supplement with some footage that I've recorded earlier, where it's in action. This is basically a box that contains a Matrice 30T or 30, and then will allow you to go to a remote location because it's battery powered. And then the drone, it will sort of unfold, and the drone can take off and do its mission, and then it can return to the same place and being charged multiple times. So that will allow you to do continuous missions at remote locations. Of course, this is not super portable, and it's also really, really, really expensive. That's no doubt about that. But this is an amazing piece of kit, and I'm really, really happy that I had a chance to actually see it. How's the footage looking so far? One of the things that makes this Pocket 3 pretty unique is that it comes with a 1-inch sensor. So it should make the low light capabilities significantly better than the predecessors. Also, it is possible to record DlogM, which is a 10-bit format that will allow you to capture a lot more dynamic range. So maybe we should just stop it here and see if we can enable that by pulling out the menu here from the side. So the color profile can either be HLG or it can be DlogM. And what you would see when we start to record with this is that the colors are a lot more desaturated than it was before when I was filming. And that's because the color profile is flat and it needs to be boosted in post-production sort of to bring out the best. Maybe that would be easier if we make a comparison with this guy. Let's just make 10 seconds here of video. I don't know if we do need 10 seconds, but let's do 5-6 seconds of video here. The advantage with the 10-bit color profile is that you can work a lot more with the footage in post-production. But if you don't care about that, then stick to the normal color profile. The Osmo Pocket 3 by itself is only this unit. So this is an accessory, like an extended battery pack, and if I plug that in the base, it just clicks in like that, and I have this basically tripod that I can put it onto. That makes it super, super nice with the active track as I showed before. So I can just put it down somewhere and then I can walk around. The camera will just follow. You see, if I pull down the menu from the top, I will get all sorts of options that I can adjust. I stop the recording and I pull from the base. You can see I can adjust the resolution and the frame rate. If I pull in from the side, I get access to the camera settings. If I pull in from the left side, I can see all the footage that I've just recorded. So basically the Pocket 3 is a really simple device to use and there's really no surprises there. Of course, it's not as rugged as one of the action cameras that you can put outside in all sorts of weather conditions. That's of course something that you need to take into account. But I would assume, because we don't rely on digital stabilization, but it's a mechanical gimbal, that you would see something like low light footage is a lot better and a lot sharper with this type of solution. I'm surprised, especially by the speed that this one sort of starts. It's powered off, and look at this. I just switch the screen like this, and press record, and then we are off to the races. That is totally awesome and definitely something that is very useful. So the maximum resolution is 4K and the frame rate is maxing out at 60 FPS. Maybe there's a slow motion option somewhere hidden in here, but at least the standard max resolution is 4K and the frame rate is 60, which would be more than sufficient for most purposes. You saw that I could turn the camera by pressing 3 times. If I only do 2, it will correct the gimbal. This is the rest of the lineup. This is the FPV setup, the Avatar, and the original version 1 of the DJI FPV. Let's put this one back on the shelf so it's ready for a purchase by a potential customer. So how about that? What do you think about the Osmo Pocket 3? Is there justification for a camera technique or a camera system like that? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.